This is Jonathan Cahn, the author of The Paradigm, the ancient blueprint that holds the mystery of our times. And we've been watching this ancient blueprint unveil, just reveal everything of our times. 2,500 years ago, more than that. And it's revealing the people of our times, the events of our times, the dates when things have to happen, events before they take place, the future. Well, I can only touch on a taste of a shadow of these things, but I want to give you a taste of it. And this is where we are. Jehu, or the prototype to Donald Trump, the mystery of Donald Trump, he rises to power overnight, wild guy, and he wars against the house of Ahab, and he defeats the former first lady, comes head-to-head with the former first lady in the nation's northeastern city, and then he sets his eyes on the Capitol. Well, we saw this whole thing play out with Donald Trump, the mystery of Donald Trump, Jehu. The mystery behind Hillary Clinton, Jezebel, the former first lady. It's not about the people, not about their motives, but these are signs. They don't know what they're doing, but these are signs. So they come head to head in the Bible. Jehu and the former first lady. So Donald Trump and the former first lady, Hillary Clinton. And according to the paradigm, Jehu, or the warrior, wins. Donald Trump emerges triumphant. There's a downfall of the former first lady. And as I shared very early on, one thing I should note here. How long was Hillary Clinton on the national stage? Well, she was there from 1979 to 2001 as First Lady, Arkansas and America, 22 years with her husband. On her own, how many years? 12 years in Washington, D.C., then 2 years she retired from public life, came back for 2 more years on the national stage to run for president. That comes out to 14 years on the national stage on her own. 22 years with her husband, 14 years on her own. How long was Jezebel on the national stage? 22 years with her husband, on her own, 14 years. Okay, now, and in all, the defeat and the victory takes place when the two of them are in the nation's chief northeastern city, Jezreel. So with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, they're both in the same city, chief northeastern city of America, New York City. But then Jehu turns his attention to the capital city. He's got to go to the capital to take the throne, to come to power. So what happens? Jehu has an agenda for the capital. And what is his agenda for the capital city? His agenda is to drain the swamp. And if you look at what happens, he does it. And does it dramatically. What was Donald Trump's agenda for the capital city? To drain the swamp. Now, when Jehu gets to the capital, remember, he gets to the capital with a holy man with him, an alliance with the religious conservatives of the land. So did Donald Trump. But when he gets there, remember, the nations was divided. You got the house of Ahab, you got the worship, the priests of Baal, so it's a divided nation. And so with Donald Trump. And those who were most against Jehu, who would they be? They were those who were for child sacrifice. In the modern manifestation, it would be the abortion industry. And they were in a rage against Donald Trump. But there's something else too, because the worship of Baal wasn't just child sacrifice. It was also what could be called witchcraft in our day. And actually in the Bible, Jehu actually uses that word to describe these things, witchcraft. Interesting. So you got a war between Jehu and witchcraft for the worship of Baal. Interesting, because something weird happened. When Donald Trump became president, all over America and the world, under the moon, there were gatherings of witches casting spells on Donald Trump. I've never heard of anything like that in the history of America or the world. Yet in the paradigm, there's a war of witchcraft, Jehu and witchcraft, and there it is. But what also happened when they get to the capital city, when Jehu gets there? He sets his agenda, actually even before he gets there, but he sets his agenda to separate the state from the priests of Baal, to cut off the priests of Baal from the support of the state, the cult of Baal from the support of the state, because when it was there before with Ahab and Jezebel, it was the state was supporting the priests of Baal. So he sets himself to cut that off. That means the killing of children. And so what does Donald Trump do? First thing is he sets to cut off state support for the killing of children, unborn children. That's the first. And what's the first executive order? He issues executive orders, his first thing as president. What are they? To protect the life of the unborn, or to overturn the policies before that were in favor of killing unborn children. And so he's going to undo the works that were before him. And that's exactly what Donald Trump has been doing up to this point, undoing the policies of the one who went before, and of the House, or the general House of what went before him. Now, we are going to see something. I just gave you, we're going to see something in the next time. Well, let me tell you what we're going to see. But before that, I can only just touch on these things. Obviously, I'm giving you a quick taste of a little bit. But to get the full revelation of all that's revealed in the paradigm, but where we are now, it's available. The book is available everywhere, online. You can get it offline, or everywhere. But next time, we're going to be on the Temple of Baal. Now, this is going to be eerie because nobody could have put this together. I mean, nobody could put anything together, but nobody. It's going to span the whole world, and it's going to span 2,000 years and more, and nobody could have put it together. So next time, the Temple of Baal on the Paradigm.